If you're driving for the holiday, experts say the best time to leave today is before noon and after 7 p.m. Expect interstates to be busiest between 2 and 6 p.m.
4 minutes after 6 now. New this morning, law enforcement officials are stressing water safety as we head into the Labor Day holiday weekend.
Yeah, Florida Fish and Wildlife report shows Pinellas County ranked 4th in the state for boat accidents in 2023. It's a concerning statistic, but we want to help you keep your family safe.
ABC Action News reporter Kenny McCormick went out on one of the St. Pete Marine Unit boats to get a closer look at the hazards that boaters might face this holiday weekend.
It's bound to be a busy weekend all across the Bay Area this weekend. St. Pete PD tells me it's an all-hands-on-deck effort for them. Some big things they're cracking down on. Drivers must be sober and life jackets have to be on those kids.
Officers tell me everyone on board needs a life jacket nearby. But if the children are 6 years old or younger, they have to wear it at all times. Officer Dan Carvin took me out on the water ahead of the busy weekend. He says they're expecting an uptick in boater traffic. Holiday weekends are when officers see more inexperienced boat drivers on the water. That's why the St. Pete Marine Unit is reminding everyone to drive with caution and be aware of your surroundings.
Don't always just look at where you're going, but be aware of your surroundings. Check behind you and to your sides.
Keep your head on a swivel to look out for other boats and any hazards that may be in the water.
So after the last tropical storm that came through, there's been a large amount of debris in the water.
As he was telling me about the hundreds of pounds of debris left over from Debbie, we pulled up to this in the bay. It's a deflated dinghy. Officer Carvin says that's a common sight right now.
Big pieces of docks, floating channel markers that were supposed to be, that usually in place. But a lot of that is floating, but it's also just barely above the surface. So if you're not really paying attention, you could run into that.
It's just another thing to keep an eye out for when you're on the water this weekend. And Officer Carvin says one of the most important tips is to drive sober, or one of the many law enforcement agencies will pull you over.
There's a lot of party areas, your sandbars that people like to go to and have a good time, which is great, but definitely have somebody dedicated to taking the boat out and bringing it back home.
I posted more water safety tips on our website for you. That's at abcactionnews.com. Reporting in St. Petersburg, Keely McCormick, ABC Action News.